welcome to Tone Wars. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
You're freezing.
I know.
You've been cold all day.
It's so cold. It's like 18 degrees. Let me check. What is it currently? 18. Mm-hmm. Yes, and I have just been freezing.
Yeah, it's not like it's 18 degrees in here, but for some reason...
I don't know. I'm just chilled to the bone.
Yeah.
Chilled to the bone, but luckily...
There. All right, now I'm here.
Well, luckily, we have this luxurious
blankie. So she's going to be all snuggled
I
up
look
in
like
that
a real
tonight.
old lady now. I have my glasses and my blanket.
You should do some crochet while we're live. You don't even know how to do it, do you?
No, I don't know how to crochet.
Better learn.
I better learn. What am I going to do with myself one day?
If you're going to old biddy it, then you might as well just go full old biddy.
I know. I love this blanket, though.
Yeah, they're nice. Yeah. They're really comfortable. Fluffy. Get them at Costco.
They're sold out.
Are they really?
Yeah, I went back to try to get some more, and they still had the dark brown plain one, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, you're picky.
I know. I bought so many of these this year, though. I think I bought 1, 2, 4, 5. I bought 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
You talked me into 2
right?
of them.
Yeah, I talked to you.
Every time she sees something, she's like, you gotta buy one. Why? Well, I come over there.
I need it here too.
All right.
That's funny. Well, we're probably going to end the show a little bit early today because the Lions. Yeah, they're playing in an important game.
Yep, it's a big one. So we might cut out a little early tonight, but hey, it's all good. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be watching that stuff too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's say hi. Ben Burnett, you are number 1.
What's up, Ben?
Is everybody still whining about Mesa being run into the dirt? To be fair, Mesa was always in the dirt. They just had better marketing in the 90s. New medal for the win.
New medal for the win.
Yeah. Hanover Green. Greetings, Hanover.
Hey, what's happening? I like Mesa. I just don't like the direction that Gibson's taken them lately with the marketing, at least. A little weird. A little weird.
Way Cool Junior 5, Mrs. Carey with a K. You know I'm well pleased. You know everything. If you couldn't afford 100, what stealth would 6505 be good enough? All I'm trying to do is play EVH and Steve Vai stuff.
What was that again?
If you couldn't afford 100-watt stealth, what would a 6505 be good enough? All I'm trying to do is play EVH and Steve Vai stuff.
Yeah, just boost it. Absolutely. Get one of those and put a OD in front of it and freaking have fun, man. Set that thing on fire and go.
He says also, Miss Super Awesome Lady. If that's not a good substitute, then what would you recommend? And who I will please, Super Lady. Somebody's having a good night.
Man, if the 6505, man, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what your budget would be. Dude, Splawn Nitro, man. I'm telling you, that amp is brutal as hell, and it sounds amazing. And I don't know, they're custom built by Scott Splawn, one of the coolest guys in the industry. And yeah, just get a Nitro. I don't see why you wouldn't like it. That was Scott Splawn's answer to the 5150. That was his take on it, and it sounds incredible. So let's get one of those.
Flux is here.
Hey, what's up, Will?
He says you can't go wrong with the quad Cortex. The captures feel like the real amp.
These feel amazing, especially when you put it through a power amp and cab. It's like nothing else, man. They sound killer. Tonight I'm playing the Mesobarba Trinity captures, so that's what I'll be playing tonight. I was going to do the Krakens, but I'm like, well, why not switch it up? Everybody's already heard a lot of the Kraken stuff, so I'll just do Mesobarba Trinity tonight.
Let's do it. Tom F., how are you? Hey, all.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Flux says, Jarrod, which boosted amp was the most fun to capture? How was the thump in the room from the PA50?
Oh, good question. Thanks for asking that. The thump in the room is amazing from the PA50. In fact, I have it at flat. I have the negative feedback at where's it at? Yeah. What's up, Doc? I got it at 11 o'clock, but the top and the bottom are pretty much at noon, just slightly over. Which one was the most fun to capture? I would say that the stealth red channel, well, it threw me for a loop for a minute there because I had to use a different overdrive with it. I used the Walrus Aegis pedal with it, which I usually use the Warm Audio, Oddbox with it. And it sounds great, but the capture didn't sound exactly how I wanted it to. It was slightly it was a little drier than I wanted. I'm like, well, I'm going to juice it up with the Aegis pedal because that pedal adds a little bit of it's not gain, but it just adds some fullness, even more than the Oddbox. And it tricked the QC into capturing it the way I wanted it to, So how it sounds and feels in the capture sounds and feels the exact same way that it does when I play the real amp with the Oddbox, if that makes sense. So that's what took me so long to do these, because like I would do a capture, test it, put it back and forth, and I would literally be down here splitting hairs all day. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. It's not exactly the same, because you got to remember when you're boosting an amp and capturing it with a quad Cortex or any other unit out there, it's guessing. It's because like the boost pedal's in the chain, so it's hard for the unit to like know what the pedal's actually doing to the amplifier. It's because it's all in the soup. So it's almost like, well, the soup's too salty. Can you pull some? No, it's dissolved into the soup. You can't pull it out. So what you have to do then is find a pedal that the QC captures the amp properly with, and you have to monkey around with stuff. And I did do that quite a bit, but I ended up getting what I wanted out of every single amp in here. So that's what took so long.
Mike Nash has joined us.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
He says bleh.
Bleh.
No, it's kind of like that outside. Bleh. Cold and bleh.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Shaheen, been jamming on that new pack all day, still can't pick a favorite. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Jordan, you're probably there as well. Hello.
Yeah, what's going on, you guys? And a shout out to Steve, because I was down here so long doing them, but by the time I got done, I hated how everything sounded. I was like, it's almost like, eating a gallon of ice cream and then someone offers you ice cream.
Yeah.
What does this taste like? Dude, I'm going to throw up right now. Like, I can't. I was at that point where I was like, I can't stand the sound of anything right now. So I sent them to Steve. I went for a drive, had a cigar, and just, kind of rested my ears. And he got back with me, and he's like, dude, these sound incredible. What are you freaking whining about? I'm like, I just don't know what's what anymore. Came back with rested ears, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. These are fine.
That's right. I was sick last week.
Yeah, you were sick.
I wasn't here.
Yep, Steve filled in for you and did a great job.
Thank you for filling in, Steve.
Steve rules. Every time we have Steve on, it's always a good time.
I appreciate it. And Happy New Year.
Yeah.
To everybody.
Right.
It's our first show in the
Is it?
year, the 50th year in the life of
someone we know.
Of someone we know.
Who would that be?
The year 2025.
Yes.
2025.
Crazy. You owe me a beer.
Flex says, I'm breaking in a new pair of JJ KT88s in my Savage 120 Mark II. They start out so brittle and then start to sound warmer by the 8th hour. Tube break-in is real.
It's real. It's real.
Dean Harkness is here. Hello, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Happy
What's
2025.
My...
Steve-O is here.
Hey,
Hi,
what's
Steve.
up, Steve-O?
Michael Pierce, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
And salutary. Woohoo, let's go. What you are
Sorry
making
about the
noises.
crackling noises, guys.
You're making noises.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You all good?
Yeah. Who, Vince? You said Vince?
Vince Salutary.
Hey, what's up, Vince? Good to see you, man.
Mike Nash says he's been playing a lot of WoW lately.
A lot of WoW?
WoW.
What does WoW mean?
W-O-W? Is that the name of a band?
I have no idea.
I assumed it was the name of a band.
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
I
you
know.
gotta stop.
Sorry, it's. Eesh, I might have a bad
What is
cable.
that?
1 second here, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll fix it. I don't know. We'll see.
DJ is here.
Hey,
He
what's
says
happening?
Yes. Chris Gonzalez. Hi.
Hey, Chris, what's happening?
He says, I made it. Laugh my ass off.
I made it.
Tom F, that is a hell of a blanket. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's why I got to turn the fan on. Yeah, I'm cold. Oh, now I'm hot. Make up your mind.
Are you hot?
I was starting to sweat because of my stupid
Because
microphone.
I'm cold.
You know? Oh, you want me to turn it off?
Let's see. Guarv Lama. Good morning, Jarrod. Hi.
Hey,
Good
haven't seen you in a
morning.
while, dude. Good seeing
It's
you.
night here, but I'm sure it's morning where you are.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
He says, watching you guys live after a long time. Good to see you. Yeah.
Good to see you as well, man.
Mike
This dude's
Nash.
a shredder, man. He's amazing.
Yeah, go check out his stuff for sure.
Freaking awesome guitar player.
You can see his name there.
Yep.
Check out his page.
Yep. He's amazing.
Mike Nash, you could sing more often, maybe? You sing more often?
Yeah, I'll definitely sing more often. Yeah, we can work on that.
We keep saying that.
Yep.
We'll work on that. Tom F, are you releasing this boosted pack for the ToneX?
Yes, thanks for asking. Yes, I am. I will be working on that this week. That is going to be a 2-day project because each capture takes about 40 minutes or so. So, and yeah, it's going to be fun. The nice thing about doing DIs though is you don't have to listen to all the noises all day. You just hear the amp static, and I just put it through my studio monitors just loud enough for me to hear it from upstairs, so I know when to come down and render it and start the next one. So, yep, I will be getting those done for sure. Thanks for asking.
Indy, Happy New Year, Carrie and Jarrod. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
D-
Oh, sorry, 1 second. So before I forget, I want to thank everyone who's been purchasing these. I'm blown away at how many orders I got so far. And
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, I very, very much appreciate it. Because, you know, sometimes you come down here and you work your butt off all day and you're like, I wonder if these are even going to sell. I mean, there's always a good amount of them, but you always wonder, like, is this going to be, you know, something that people like? And these are just, people are digging them. Like, they are absolutely digging them. I'm getting emails left and right from people that are like, dude, these are freaking awesome. One guy yesterday, he's like, just the EVH number 2 was like worth the price of admission right there. He goes, I'm freaking super stoked about these. These are amazing. So,
Awesome.
yeah, I love hearing that stuff.
Steve-O says 6505 sound great and decent prices on the used market.
Yeah, you can get a good deal on those, man. Really good deal.
Chris Gonzalez, I use my King and Yellow pedal on my Stealth 6L6. It's amazing because of the 4-band EQ.
That's a great pedal from what I hear. I got to try one. I've always heard good things about them, though.
Joshua Patrick Garrett, hey yo!
Hey-o.
Hey yo! Happy New Year!
What's happening?
Fox says, I'm so glad you're playing the Metza Barber Trinity capture tonight. I have your original Metza capture, and I think it nails the soul of the amp completely. You can get lost for hours playing
Oh,
those.
thank you. Yeah, this one came out really good. Super happy with it. Yep.
Oh, Tom F says, WoW is World of Warcraft.
Oh, World of Warcraft.
Is
Okay.
that a game?
Yeah. It's a game.
Oh, so he's not playing music. He's
No.
playing video. Oh, that's why you're in a bad mood then.
World
Mike
of Warcraft.
Nash, play music. It'll make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
I know I keep telling that when my son gets a little grumpy, I'm like, we gotta shut down the
Yeah,
Xbox.
you're done with all the explosions
Come
for the day.
upstairs and join life. Bill Allen Go is here.
Hey, what's happening?
See us.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Mike Paget, what's going on in the Tone Lab tonight?
Tone Lab. Yep, we got some awesome captures you're gonna hear in a few minutes. I'll play some riffs and some mixes for you. I am working on some new songs, but they're not ready to present to you guys yet. They're I got the solos about 80% done on both of them, and I can't wait to play these for you. They're very challenging for me anyway, so I'm still in the works.
James Farmer, probably a dumb question, but I'm new to the Quad Cortex world and I'm interested in your captures. How do you load them? And once loaded, do I need to do anything else?
Oh, it's a great question, actually. And when she said probably a dumb question, she didn't say that. She was reading what
I
he
was
said.
reading that, yes.
Just so you know. But yeah, as far as that goes, so how do you load them? So when you get the captures from me anyways, what you have to do is there's a little form on the website that asks you what your Quad Cortex cloud name is, and it's your nickname in the cloud, like whatever you call yourself in the cloud. So not your real name, unless you call yourself your real name in the cloud, and not your email address. Just your, like I'm Tone Wars. That's my name in the cloud. So, so fill that out, and then once I get notification from my website that you got them, it shows what your name is. I copy it, paste it in there, and then I send them to you. And then you'll look in your app where it says sent to me. There'll be that folder there. So go to that folder and you'll see all the ones that were sent to you, and just hit the little download icon and they'll all download right into your QC for you, and then you're set.
Chris Gonzalez says duct tape fixes everything.
It sure can. I've used duct tape many times to get me out of some jams.
Let's see, Tom F. Do you get a cut if brought off the IK site? If bought, do you get a cut if it's bought off the IK?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they I don't have a ton of my captures up there yet, but I will. But yeah, they do. I'm a Tone partner, so they send me a monthly, or is it monthly or quarterly payment? So that's how it works, and they take a little bit, but it's great because they maintain the site and they also protect them so they can't be shared. So
Right.
it's worth it, you know.
Guav Lama says, I have one question regarding my Helix setting up the volume for each preset. Every time I use a different amp, it either sounds louder than my main preset or lower in volume.
It happens. It's something that is an issue with some of these units, and I wouldn't say it's like an issue, but it's something that can happen because when they model the amps and they put them in there, maybe they're slightly different. But you can just, what I did is I would just volume match everything, and then you'd be fine. It takes some clicking back and forth, but once you do that, you're set.
How should I set up the volume for each preset for each song accordingly?
Yes, that's what I had to do when I used it. Yep, you just find your volume that works for one of the songs, like if you're using backing tracks or whatever, and then click on the next one and then just kind of see, and then just go back and forth and make sure they're the same volume.
Joe Stop wants to know if we have any winter weather up here.
Oh yeah, it's cold as hell, man.
That's why I have get
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, it is bad.
It's 18 degrees outside. We had snow and ice over the holiday break here, and it's cold. And the main roads are fine right now, but back roads, the dirt roads are icy, covered in snow, and slippery.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun. I got to get a new mic cable.
Yeah.
I got to order some new ones.
You be quiet over there.
Yeah. This one's, it's getting, I don't know what happened to it, but it's got a short in it now and it's breaking up, so.
Garv Lama, thank you for the tip.
You're welcome, man. I hope that helps.
Jim Simmons, Jarrod, I made a resistance box with two ohm 25 watt power resistors, 50 watt max to run into my Marshall cab set at 4 ohms. Can I run my PV 75 watt amp into it at a lower volume?
That kind of stuff, I'll be honest with you, is beyond my pay grade. Maybe there's somebody here that can help you. Last thing I want to do is misinform anybody. So I'm one of those guys that if I don't know the answer definitively, I will tell you I don't know, because I don't want to ruin your equipment. So I wish I had the answer for you, but I'm really sorry. I'm sure somebody here will probably know more about it than me. Probably Chris. See if CS might know the answer to that.
Guitar Man 45 is here. He says, Happy New Year to you guys. Looks like it's cold in the studio. Right.
A little bit. Somebody's chilly.
It's a little chilly today. I'm cold on the inside.
Yeah, she can't warm up, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guitar Virtuoso Channel says, hi, what's the best Music Man JP for solos, in your opinion?
I like the Majesty Monarchy series myself. These are amazing. I love the pickups in these. You get the Sonic Ecstasy pickups, the neck-through design. These are, by far, in my opinion, the best guitars ever made. I love these guitars so much. They play like a dream. They sound amazing. They're really thick sounding, and I love them. They play awesome, and I love the fact that the neck adjustment, you know, for the, you know, get your neck aligned. I can't think of the freaking, what is it? I can't think of the name. The neck adjustment is right here, so it's more accurate. So yeah, it's just they're amazing guitars. I love them.
Sorry, still have the cough. A widow cough.
All good.
We're caught up. Want to play?
Yes, I do. Before my mic freaks out on me again. All right, give me a second here, guys, and I'll start throwing down some riffs in a mix or two.
Are we back?
Yes, we are back. And my microphone cable's going nuts.
Again.
Oh, sorry guys in advance for all the snap, crackle, pop. For all the Rice Krispies tonight.
Way Cool Jr. says it can't be that cold. Michigan. Jared's not wearing sleeves. You don't know Jared.
I work outside, so
Yes.
I wash trucks in the winter. So this is, I mean, I don't wash trucks in this weather, but in the winter.
No, he would freeze them all shut.
Yep, I would turn them into trucksicles.
Rarely wears sleeves.
I don't wear coats usually either when we go places.
Right.
I hate wearing coats in the car. I hate
all
all
the
that
old
stuff.
ladies give him the stank eye.
They do. They do. Every time I go to the grocery store, I walk in and they're like, "Aren't you cold?"
Gonna catch your death out there.
Yeah, you're gonna catch a cold. And I say, you don't really want me to cover all this up now, do you? I do. I actually say that to them. And then they're like, "Oh, you're just..."
Oh, that's terrible. But it's funny.
Come on,
It's a
lady.
good response.
Yeah, you want it. You know it. You want to see it.
Someday it might work for you.
This someday. It just might.
Someday it might work
Yeah,
for
I'll
you.
have some old biddy follow me out. Oh, Will. Come here, sailor.
Guarv wants to know, what is the difference between a solid tube amp versus the Synergy rig?
A solid tube amp in the Synergy rig?
What's the difference?
Well, the Synergy rig, I'm trying to think of like, well, they have a new thing coming out. The Synergy rig, it's all separate. So you have a preamp kind of compartment, you know, with the Syn 1 to the Syn 2, and it hooks into like their Syn 5050 power amp, and it's good. Having it all encased in one spot is better. You have more iron in there, which definitely helps. And you, with the preamps, you don't get all the switches that the power amp or the regular amp will have either. Like for instance, I have like the Ingle Savage. There's a lot of switches, knobs, and little doodads on there that really help you dial that in. On the Savage preamp that you get from the Synergy, it's cool, but it doesn't have all that stuff. So it's not really the same. It's like a Savage Lite. It sounds good, but if you want the actual Savage, you're gonna have to buy a Savage. Different power section, more knobs and switches. So it just depends. But I'll tell you what, for what it is, very affordable. For a very affordable rig. I'm just adjusting my shirt, and it's like, yeah. So for a very affordable rig, the Synergy stuff is very good, but there is a difference, you know.
Let's see. Dean Harkness says it's 59 here and going to be 34 tomorrow. Yay, tornadoes. Oh
man.
I'm sorry about
Yikes,
that.
man. Yikes.
CS. Haha, I missed what question Jarrod referred me to.
Scroll back.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, scroll back. It's about somebody wanting to know if they ran an amp into, I think it was a configuration of, I remember 75 watts or something, if that would be okay to do. Sorry, I phrased that horribly.
I don't know if this is something that you can speak to or not. Jim Simmons, never mind. They're talking to Ben. He's talking to Ben. Flux, sounds amazing, Jarrod.
Thank you.
James Farmer, stoked, just ordered Quad Cortex and Nano Cortex Ultimate Boosted Middle Amp and Quad Cortex Licklerm Prometheus Pack. 19 captures and 1 preset.
Nice, dude. Nice, thank you. I will, yeah, just got your email here from my website. After the show, I will send those over to you immediately, and I typically will send you an email as well letting you know that I sent them over to you. Now, I do that as a courtesy because people, I don't want you to have to check your app. Oh, there they, you know. So if I send you an email, it's like, oh, they're here.
Such a nice guy.
I know, I'm
That's
super nice.
customer service for you.
It is. I try to give everyone the best experience that I can. And just as a side note too, sometimes like people will order like they're in a different country. I'm sleeping, so I'll wake up of like 10 orders, and I'm like, oh, I've got to get these out. So I'm literally like rushing down to the computer and sending those as soon as I can. But if I'm awake and I'm home, I will send them immediately. And the other day, I was getting off the couch like, well, back down to the basement I go.
Have to put a couch down here.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
JJM, it's static ohms compared to dynamic render speakers.
Ah.
Dynamic render by speakers.
Okay, that's still over my head. So.
Barb says, sounds fantastic, Jarrod. Your chops are pretty good. Loved the tone as well. Sounds like it's mixed already.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, man.
I don't know, they're just making fun of my blanket. All right, Guitar Man 45, gonna see Lynch Mob on the 24th at the Machine Shop in Flint. You guys should go. Oh,
nice. Yeah, that'll be a good show, man.
It's a decent venue.
Yeah, I love the Machine Shop. We played there many times.
Well, a couple times anyway.
Yeah, no, it was many. We played there several times.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 4.
Yeah, well, that's several, isn't it? Was it 4?
I think it's like 4.
Feels like it was more. Our first time there was interesting.
What in the world?
Remember that?
Skip. I keep getting the dumb commercials and then I lost my place.
Yeah, our first time there was really funny. Their sound guy at the time, George, he was the monitor guy. He was sick. He was
He was puking blood in a bucket.
In a bucket.
Like a Home Depot 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, we walked in and
setting us up.
This guy's like just horking his guts out, and we're like, "Is that the monitor sound guy?" And they're like, "Yep." And they're like, "Oh boy." So what are we doing here? And he had to go home. He's like, I just can't work tonight.
Yeah, that was
guys.
it. He set it up and it was what it was.
Well, no, even better. So the sound guy, John, who's amazing, like super cool guy, kind of funny. He's just your typical sound guy, quick and like really like
Direct.
Straight to the point with everything, and which you have to be because you don't have time to monkey around between sets. And first time we met him, a super cool guy though, very good at his craft, one of the best. And he's like, well, looks like I'll be setting up your monitors tonight because George had to go home. And I'm like, all right. So he's like, all right, drums, you know, blah, blah, blah. We played like 10 seconds of a song. He's like, you guys got what you need because you're going on in like less than 3 minutes here. So I'm like, yeah, I think so. But what happens if we need some adjustments like in the middle of the set? Like if we can't hear something? He goes, well, basically you're effed. I was like, okay.
And that we were.
And yeah, and we got through the set. It was fine, but it was so funny though. I was just like, basically you're effed. Like,
it's our first time there, yeah.
but I love John. He's an amazing sound guy. I just thought it was kind of funny because it's true. It's like, what's he supposed to do? He's got to monitor the front of house, so it's just the way it is.
Flux says, the capture completely cut through the mix. Did any of the new captures sound better than the real amp? I love when that happens with the QC.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm trying to remember now. That day was like a blur. All I can tell you is they all blew me away after I rested my ears and came back down here and played them again. I was like, oh my God, what was I freaking bitching about? You know, and Shaheen's like laughing at me. He's like, dude, they're fine. I don't know what your problem is. They're great. He's like, I'm enjoying them. So
Jarrod's special.
Like, yeah. Well, when you're down here for 11 hours,
I know.
It can sound,
it's a lot.
Your ears start playing tricks on you and you're just like, literally, when I went out and had my cigar, I was literally saying to myself, all right, well, take what you learned from today and start over tomorrow and you'll get it, you know? And when I came back down here, I was like, what the hell was I bitching about? These are freaking insane, man. This is awesome.
Do you have any strips in your pocket?
Yeah, there we got them right here.
Sweet.
So, and it's like that when you mix your music too. Like I remember during mix sessions, and by the time you're done with a mix session, you go home and you're like, I need them. I need one too. So you go home and you're like, dude, everything sounds like crap. I hate this album. It's awful. You know, we're gonna have to start all over tomorrow. And you get up the next day and listen to it, and you're like, oh, it's done. It is done. We're good. So it happens, man. Your fatigue is real.
Mike Paget wants to know, have you ever played Wolfgang guitars?
Oh.
If so, what's your opinion? Also, will the angle fireball work for classic rock to hard rock?
Yeah, just turn the gain down a little bit, but it would be fine, you know. I haven't played any Wolfgangs, but he's got a new guitar out now, and I think Motor City has it. And if I get a chance, I'll review it just for fun. I want to see what it's like. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for me. So.
Jimmy Jam, I'd love a full noon DI capture of the Revv G120. I get how annoying captures can be, but damn, take my money.
Take my money. I do have 2 captures in this pack of the Revv, and they came out really good. So
I screenshot it for you.
Yeah, treble is at just past noon, mids are just under noon, and the bass is just under noon. So that's about as close as you're going to get, I guess, with that. And it just sounds incredible. So give that a try, and I think they came out really good. So.
CS says, new to me Guitar Day, scored a 2003 EB Music Man JP6 with the piezo. Nice to have another one back in the collection.
Oh, nice, dude.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, the JPs, man, you can't beat them. They're great, and they're easy to string, too. I snapped a string on this the other day, and I strung it up.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you send it back for a refund?
No. Would you imagine that? This thing broke a string. I want a new one.
I thought that was their deal.
Oh, the strings. No, I just throw them out. I should probably start sending them to them.
Money back, dum-dum.
Because I use the Paradigms, and you can get a refund or get new set. So, anyways, because they know most people aren't going to bother with it. Yeah, I strung this thing in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was done and ready to go again. So, yeah, these are easy to string up.
Let's see. Flex says, Carrie, you could never be an old biddy. Old biddies don't sing metal.
They don't sing metal.
Also, if you tell everyone you aren't wearing anything under the blanket, Jarrod will get a record viewership. I am wearing something under here.
She is fully clothed.
Fully clothed. Just freezing.
Freezing.
Let's see. Elk. Oh, I don't know how to say your name. Elcor Punk? Elshore Punk? Elcher Punk. I don't know. Can't decide between the QC and the Headrush core. Please help.
Oh, easy, very easy. Get the QC. I mean, it's not even a thought, man. Just get the QC. The Headrush. No offense to people that have it and like it. It's that thing. I have all the modelers pretty much except for Nax Effects, and I would say that the Headrush is my least favorite of them all as far as how it sounds, the workflow, everything. Those things they're okay for the money. They're okay for the money, but if you can afford the Quad Cortex, just get one of those, because after all the updates and everything they did with that, it's way better than it was when it first came out, and it's actually amazing. I'm playing it tonight. I love the captures. I love the effects. I love the workflow. Everything's exactly how I would want it to be now. So, and the captures are amazing. Way more consistent, way easier to do captures with, and there's way more captures available out there for the Quad Cortex than there are for the Headrush. So I would easily recommend the Quad.
Flux says ear fatigue is real, capture fatigue as well. Always best to retest the next day.
Yep, and that's what I did too. I came down the next day, cup of coffee in hand, set it right here, and I'm like, all right, here goes, moment of truth. First chug, I'm like, oh yeah, this is freaking sick. And then I went through them all again, and I'm like, yep, these are, I'll absolutely release the pack. So just so you guys know, like, I don't release the pack until I've gone through all that. I will not just willy-nilly make a capture pack and then upload it.
He hasn't released the pack till his ears are bleeding and he's grumpy.
Yep, exactly.
If he's super grumpy, it's ready.
Yep, it's ready. The crab ass pack. I should do that. The next one, I'll name it the crab ass pack. People be like, what?
Jimmy Jam says, hell yeah, man, I'll play with those settings. Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, they're great. They're in this this pack too. Seriously, like that's what they are. And the red channel is pretty similar, except I bumped the mids. They're pretty much at noon. I mean, it's so slight that I'll just call it noon. The only knob that's a little off is trebles at like 1 o'clock on the red channel, but that's a beefy channel. And that's for leads mainly, for me anyway. So, I mean, you could, that's the thing too, like with this capture pack, just if there's any adjustments you want to make on the QC, yeah, you're not turning the actual knob of the actual amp, you're turning the QC EQ, but it's good enough, especially with gain and all that, way more accurate than the KEMPER. So, just, you know, if you want some more presence or highs, just turn them up a little and it's just fine.
Steve Shaheen, is the red or purple channel the higher gain channel for the Revv?
Yes. Oh, they're both. Yes, they're both pretty much the same on the Mark III. You can, I mean, the red channel probably has slightly more gain, but both of them are. Yeah, the red one's a little fatter and a little gainier, and the purple is a little more aggressive, a little more attack. So if that helps you.
CM079, Sulp Tone Wars. He's dilly-dallying with his Synergy 2 CP. Need to try 8 ohm instead of 16 ohm to my 4x12 because it was woody.
It was woody.
Woody.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me.
Yeah, man. So find out what works best. Excuse me, best for you, and go with that. I get the whole woody thing. I do. There's a snake in my boot.
El Chorpunk says, thanks a lot. Greetings from Mexico City. Great channel. Oh, greetings.
Oh, thank you. Greetings to you as well, man.
Thanks for watching.
And you're welcome. Thank you.
Buckwow says, evening, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
I wonder if he's from the South.
Probably.
Evening, y'all.
Evening, y'all.
My name's Buckwow.
Buckwow. What's up, baby?
Wishing you a great start to the new year. Thanks for all the content.
Right back at you, and you're welcome. Thank you.
Just wondering, Dave Friedman mentioned he's creating a Jose modded Friedman. Ever tried a Jose modded amp?
I believe I did. I'm trying to remember. I've tried so many, but I think, whose amp was it? Somebody brought an amp over a while back, a couple years ago, and it was a Jose modded, and it was awesome. I do remember that.
Alabama Digger says, do a video about literally opening up a ToneX pedal, then showing every step to get it going with your tones, start to finish, software and all.
Oh.
Somebody's having a bad day.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, look, I love my ToneX pedals. They're great, and I love the captures. They come out freaking amazing. There are people that have a little bit of trouble with the software. It all depends on how your brain works and how the software works. If those things don't line up, it could get a little hairy. They're always updating it and trying to make it easier. So hopefully, it's hard to come up with a one-size-fits-all software for people, because there's people out there that I was talking to a guy the other day who he's like, dude, the quad Cortex, I just can't use it. It's just too cumbersome for me. And I'm like, what? Dude, this thing is easy, but what's easy for one person is difficult for another because of the way our brains work. So I would like to do something like that, but how do I even shoot that? It would be a lot. It would be a lot to shoot it, but I appreciate the suggestion. I will put that in my back pocket. I'll see what I can do. You can reach out to IK Multimedia, though. They're really good at getting back with you, and they can help you through it. And there's probably somebody out there that's done that, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. That is a huge undertaking, doing a video like that, though. It really is. But I think that would come in handy for people, and people do like the how-to stuff.
Thunderfoot Power. What up, Metal Maniacs?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Thunderfoot
Power!
Ken Smith is here. Just bought the Metal Nano Cortex metal pack. Looking forward to using it.
Thank you. I will send those over to you as soon as we get done with the live stream.
Dean Harkness says, everybody says y'all.
Y'all. Everybody says y'all.
We kind of do.
Yep.
I went to college in Florida, so I picked up all of the. I came back with all the bad habits.
You're a Southern girl for about a week.
And my roommate was from Canada, so I kind of got that that little thing going too.
What's up, y'all? What? You need to get your reset button.
In the summer, I would come back for the 3 months and get reset.
Yep.
Flux says the cool western brown face of your Revv G50 reads really well on the camera.
It does. Classic. It looks awesome, man.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Right
it's
here.
And I wanted something. Okay, Vanna. I wanted something that stood out, and I just think her and I designed it over the phone. We both went on their website.
I'm glad you trusted me with it too. At first, he was like,
We tried some different stuff.
Yeah.
And I like it. I think it turned out amazing.
We went from like yellow
and orange and like all these.
Like we were gonna go bright, crazy bright, and then that would just been real ugly. That would have been like
sore thumb.
A beacon.
Yeah, but this is like a good blend of everything.
Yeah, unique and classic.
Yep,
and
I like it.
Cool.
Very cool. Very slick. I love Pewter Trout is my favorite Tolex now. It just is. I freaking think that Tolex is amazing looking.
Let's see. Tom F says, I'm an IT tech by trade, and some stuff is a bit of a WTF. What are you thinking?
It is, man. Some stuff is really hard, and getting through it can be a little difficult if it doesn't line up with your way of thinking, So I get why people get frustrated with certain softwares. I do.
Steve-O says there's tons of YouTube videos on using the ToneX.
Oh, good. Yeah, I wish, man, like I said, shooting a video like that is really difficult.
Alabama Digger says, Steve-O, that's the problem. There's too many videos.
Well, and then there's the other thing. When they update it and they switch things around, your video is now null and void.
Yeah.
Because their library has switched like 3 times now how to get to things. And I'm like, thank God I didn't do a tutorial on that, because that would have sucked.
Yeah, he said there's no definitive guide start to finish.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
It's hard. It's hard.
Dean Harkness says, Yins.
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 Ewins.
Ewins.
Yins. Ewins. Use guys.
Flux says, I'm so glad you both are feeling better, because NAMM is only like 17 days away.
I know. I'm already getting the jitters, man.
Oh, yeah, he's not looking forward to the flight, but once we're there, it's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the flight over with.
Yeah. Yep. You're going to do just fine. Go ahead and play.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. It's 8:02. We
right.
got an 8:20 start time, so.
Oh, okay. So we'll run it. I got stuff on the grill. That's why I'm looking at my phone. I'm checking I got an app for my Traeger, and my food's almost done. So anyway, hang on one second. I felt that one.
Yes, you did.
I felt that one.
I turned over and looked at you, and you're all like,
Dude.
just rub that one in.
Yeah, dip me in some barbecue sauce, man. I felt that one. That was fun.
Sounded
Dude,
great.
thank you. This amp, this model here tonight, it just did it for me, man.
Loving it.
Yeah, the feel, everything. I was like, damn, this just feels so good to play. And I was remembering the Mesa Barba as I was playing it, and I remembered that chewy, nice, really thick top end that it had, and I'm like noticing it while I'm playing. I'm like, dude, this thing nailed it. So yeah, it was fun, man. Really fun to play.
Thy wings, thy horns, thy sin has joined us.
Oh, what's happening?
Yes. Dean Harkness says, damn, Jarrod, you're on it tonight.
Oh, thank you. I felt that one. I really did. I mean, it was kind of hit me right here in the middle of the solo. I was like, wow, I feel like, I don't know.
I feel like you're on Top Gun soaring through the air.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Tom Cruise. No, it was good. It was a lot of fun. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's just times when you play where you're like, oh my God, this is great.
From me?
I'm having, yeah, is this, it was like, this can't be me,
Alabama Digger thought it was sick.
Thank you. That was nice.
Thy wings, thy thorn, thy sin, says WTF is that whispering voice saying in the beginning of the song. That shit sounds evil as AF. Well, by your name, it should be right up your alley.
Yeah. Thy what?
Wings, thy horns, thy sin.
Yes. That's a cool name.
Right. Alabama
Is
Digger
it Thor?
says, I'm new here, but is that your wife hanging out with you in front of a mountain of awesome gear? If so, you're one of the luckiest men alive. I love that so much. Not married.
Not married. We've known each other for 13 years?
Forever.
Yeah, for a long time.
No, 13.
No, it was more than that.
It's been close to 20 years.
Yeah,
now.
almost 20 years. Yep. And she's still crazy enough to come over here and hang out with me. So either she's nuts.
Oh, no.
Oh, bless you. Either she's nuts or I'm awesome. One of the two. Maybe a little bit of
I
both.
think he's nuts and I'm awesome.
All right, we'll go with that.
But thanks. I
We will go with
appreciate
that.
the compliment there.
Yes, and you deserve it.
Well, thanks.
So it's all good.
Thy wings, thy thorn, thy sin. I gotta shorten your name. Says my man took some shredoids tonight. Good night.
Shredoids. Shredoids, yes. That was fun, man.
Riffs
We'll just
and
call him
reefer.
Thor.
Thor.
Because he.
I dub you Thor.
Yep. Doth mother know that you're weareth her drapes? Remember that from Iron Man?
Riffs and reefer, tone wars on one TV and football on another. Go. No,
Oh.
I'm not saying that.
There you go.
We're from Detroit, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. Go Lions!
Go best team.
We
Yay,
gotta go.
team.
It just started 1 minute ago.
Oh,
so.
yeah. My food's probably done too.
Yes. Thorn says that bend right before you go back into the heavy rhythm section is sick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, man, that's a fun solo. It took me a while to write, but then I had to learn how to play the damn thing. So, yeah, it's fun. It's a fun solo to play. I love the dynamics because it starts out kind of intermittent. That was the hardest part to write. It was the intermittent stuff because I would come up with something like, it's cheesy. Oh, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah. And then I came up with and then I had to write everything that set that up, and then after that, so that's how I came up with that. But yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun to play too.
Let's see, Dean Harkness. Why does he get to be Thor? Right.
Why does he get to be Thor?
Flux says tonight reminds me of all the times Jarrod played the QC on the live stream, and his tone just blew me away.
Oh, well, thank you.
Got me to try the QC at NAMM, and now I own 2 QCs. The QC is tip of the spear technology.
It's great stuff now, man. I really like it. I think it's a great unit, and I think it captures very well. So especially with the DIs. The DIs are off the charts.
Bob Walters says your pinch harmonics are really nice.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
They're so nice.
They're nice.
They're
Yes.
nice.
They're quite good.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right, well, we got to go root on the Lions.
Yeah, we got to go watch football, and I got chuck roasts in the smoker that are done. So we're going to pull those out,
Get some din-din.
get
and
some meat sweats going, and watch some football.
That doesn't sound so appetizing. Here's your sweets.
If I open a restaurant, I'm going to call it meat sweats. No one will come.
No, he's not.
I'll have it all to myself. Anyways, guys, well, thanks again to everyone who purchased the pack.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed them as much as I enjoyed playing them tonight. Like, seriously, I was like cycling
the
through.
zone.
What's that?
You were in the zone.
Oh, it was fun, man. I was cycling through them before the night started, and I was like, dude, this Mesa Barba one's just freaking doing it
It's
for
one of
me.
my favorites.
It
Mesa
is.
Barba.
Yeah, it's great. And that's what's nice about these is like you'll have enough variety. There's 23 captures in there. So whatever you're craving for, trust me, it's in there. You'll find it, you know. So and with the preset, I mean, you got all the effects and everything that you heard tonight as well. So I really appreciate everybody getting them. And everyone that purchased them during the live stream, as soon as we're done, I'm immediately going over to my computer and sending them to you, and I will email you as well and let you know you got them. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. And I really can't say it enough. I really appreciate everybody helping me out with that. So, well, like I always say, what?
Flux says, have a great weekend. He can be Thor. I'm Fat Thor from Endgame.
There you go.
Joe wants to know if the gray Snuggie is a gift from Santa. Nope, it's not. It's just I'm freezing today.
She made me buy it so she can use it when she comes over.
It's true. I did.
She really did. You have to buy this. I'm like, I don't need a blanket. She goes, it's for me. Oh, of course. Of course it's for you.
Anyways, have a great week.
Yes.
Go cheer on the Lions.
Yeah, no matter where you're at, cheer on the Lions and all that stuff. So, well, again, thanks, guys. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week. We'll see you around next Sunday.
Love y'all, and we'll see you all very soon.